Sunlight can turn a house into a story, and this one proves it from the very first room. Wait until you see how soft almond walls, cottage warmth, and patterned light transform everyday spaces into something quietly magical. The entry hall feels like a gentle welcome, where morning light slips through the windows and settles into soft Harlequin patterns on the oak floor. Everything feels calm, tender, and a little romantic, like the house is quietly breathing in spring. The almond walls glow with warmth, and the space invites you to pause, take off your shoes, and feel instantly at home. It is simple, graceful, and deeply comforting. This living room feels like the heart of a peaceful life, warmed by sunshine that moves slowly across the floor in playful fragments. The soft almond walls and oak boards make everything feel grounded and calm, while the light gives the room a lovely sense of movement. You can imagine long conversations here, quiet afternoons, and windows open to a breezy spring day. It feels intimate, airy, and beautifully lived in. The dining room carries a quiet kind of charm, where sunlight touches the table and turns everyday meals into something memorable. There is a softness in the air, helped by the warm walls and the natural wood underfoot. The room feels made for long breakfasts, unhurried dinners, and laughter that lingers after everyone has stood up. It is elegant without trying too hard, and that makes it feel especially welcoming and true. This kitchen feels bright, fresh, and wonderfully alive, with sunlight spilling across every surface in a way that makes the room feel awake. The almond tones keep it soft and inviting, while the natural textures give it a homely honesty. It is the kind of kitchen where simple routines feel special, where morning coffee tastes better, and where the whole house seems to gather naturally. Everything feels warm, open, and quietly joyful. The breakfast nook feels like the sweetest corner of the house, wrapped in soft light and made for slow mornings. There is something very comforting about sitting here with the sun on your shoulder and the room glowing around you. The space feels intimate, restful, and full of easy charm, like a small daily ritual you would never want to rush. It has that gentle spring feeling of warmth, freshness, and contentment. The sunroom feels almost like stepping into a pocket of daylight, where the whole space seems to shimmer with softness. Sunshine pours in generously, painting lively patterns across the floor and giving everything a tender, airy glow. It feels restful and uplifting at the same time, the kind of room that makes you breathe a little deeper. You can imagine reading, resting, or simply watching the light change through the day. The home office feels peaceful in the best way, a room where thoughts can settle and time seems to move more gently. Sunlight enters with a quiet clarity, warming the wood and softening the almond walls until everything feels composed and calm. It is the sort of place that encourages focus without feeling strict. There is a personal, tucked-away comfort here, like work and reflection have found the same easy rhythm. The bedroom feels like a soft retreat at the end of the day, calm and quietly restorative. Morning light drifts through the windows and lays delicate patterns across the floor, making the whole room feel tender and alive. The warm walls and natural textures create a sense of peace that is deeply comforting. It feels private, restful, and beautifully balanced, like a place where sleep comes easily and waking feels equally gentle. The guest bedroom feels warm and thoughtful, as if every detail was arranged to make someone feel welcome without fuss. Soft daylight moves across the room and gives it a calm, spring-like ease. The atmosphere is tender and relaxed, with just enough charm to feel special. It is the kind of room that invites a visitor to settle in, exhale, and feel cared for. Everything feels simple, gracious, and quietly inviting. This reading alcove feels like a hidden pause in the house, a small place where time seems to soften. Light gathers by the window and spills into the corner with a quiet glow, making it feel especially peaceful. It has that lovely sense of being tucked away, yet still connected to the life of the home. You can almost hear the silence here, warm and gentle, like a private breath between busy moments. The family lounge feels easy and relaxed, the kind of room where everyone naturally drifts in and stays a while. Sunlight brightens the space in broad, cheerful patches, making the whole room feel open and kind. The almond tones keep it soft and cohesive, while the natural materials add a sense of honesty and warmth. It feels comfortable without losing elegance, like a place built for togetherness, conversation, and everyday calm. The pantry feels quietly satisfying, a neat little corner that makes the whole house feel more cared for. Even here, the daylight brings a softness that keeps the space from feeling purely practical. It has a calm, orderly charm, with warm materials that echo the rest of the home and make everything feel connected. You get the sense that nothing is wasted here and that simple things are stored with a kind of affection. The rear terrace feels like a graceful pause between indoors and garden, where sunlight and fresh air meet in the most natural way. The space feels calm and inviting, with soft shadows moving across the floor and a gentle sense of openness beyond the doors. It has the relaxed feeling of spring afternoons and quiet evenings just beginning. You can imagine standing here with a cup of tea, watching the light fade slowly. Every room feels like a breath of spring held inside a home, where comfort and elegance never compete. The real beauty is in the consistency. The light, the texture, and the calm mood all work together to make the house feel deeply lived in and beautifully loved.